Good morning, viewers, and welcome back to the Tobago Updates Morning Show, coming to you here live from the Port Mall in Scarborough, Tobago. Viewers, in this segment, we are chatting with Karen Eastman, President for the Charlottesville Heritage Performers, and Takesha Charles, the Secretary. And yes, folks, you know, once you hear Seville and we in that heritage season, we're talking about the day where if you work in the field, you schedule all your work for very far up in the east, naturally, because we got to be there. Good morning to you and welcome.
Good morning.
Mrs. Keith.
So this morning we're getting the conversation started with Natural Treasures Day. Tell us a little bit, just before we dive into the specifics for this year, the significance of this on the heritage calendar. It seems to be one of those must-attend events over the years.
Well, as some would say, it's a must. You must come. You must come to Charlottesville. Thank you for having us. And Charlottesville is a staple on the calendar of events for cultural activities on the island. And Natural Treasures Day would have made its mark on the island. We pride our presentation. We work very hard under the astute coordinatorship, or what should I say, leadership of Mrs. Annette Alfred, who has been with us for the past 21 years, who is also a Charlottevillian herself. So this year, you can look forward to nothing less than what we have been presenting over the years. We also appreciate the fact that we have a number of young people in our organization, and not so young. We are a very large organization, about 100+ members and people who assist. So we start working 3 months or more in advance to present this wonderful treasure, Natural Treasures Day, to the people of Tobago. And we are asking you to come up to Charlottesville on Monday, the 24th. We have a grand packed day events and treat for the people of Tobago and Trinidad and Tobago.
All right, and yes, folks, he's saying Monday the 24th, but don't get it mixed up at all. That's this Monday coming. You're heading to Charlottesville.
Yes.
Let's head straight into the day. How does the day start? What time? If people are an estimation, let's walk through the day.
Okay, well, the day starts at 9 a.m. at the Fort Campbellton with a opening prayer. The Chief Secretary will declare these activities open. We'll have ritual dance, and then we'll take the trek down at the first, well, we know it as a first stop. You know, that's where you get all your goodies, your tarts, your sweets and stuff like that. Then we make our way to the river where we wash the dead bed. That's where they take the dirty linens from the home of the person that is deceased, and you wash it out and stuff like that. At that stop, you have a short play where we will have the reenactment of what used to happen yesterday, right? I am the leader of that area, so it's a lot to look forward to at that stop.
From what I've seen before, this is one of the spaces where there's that community meetup.
Yes, yes, definitely.
And usually Bacchanal.
Yes.
Bacchanal, La Carré.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
that's where you hear all the, as we local parlance, commerce in the village, what takes place at the home and stuff like that of the deceased.
All right, good. And then where do we go from there?
Well, from the washing of the dead bed, we move now on to the cocoa house, where everybody wants to see the dancing or even participate in the dancing of the cocoa. But what is really significant about that area is, long ago, Charlottesville and Tobago produce cocoa, have a number of cocoa estates, and we would actually show the people the process of how we would have prepared the cocoa for exportation in those days. And you would know that in those days, or for parents when they worked on the plantation, the cocoa money, or cess money as some would say, this is what would have sent most of our foreparents to school to give them a proper education. And so we go through the entire process there, the cutting of the cocoa from the trees, the sweating of the cocoa to remove the pulp or slime from the skin, the polishing of the beans, and then you prepare them, you put them in the sun, polish them for exportation. We then move on to the coal spit, where you would make coals, where the burning of the coals, that is an added, well, for the past couple of years, attraction to our presentation. So we have Miss Valerie and Otis, they would be there burning, but they would start the process about a week before start producing coals for barbecue and to cook and to iron clothes, the coal pot iron.
Right.
That iron, you would put the coals in the coal pot and you put the iron on top to heat. That is how they would iron clothes long ago. So they would be demonstrating for you that process. After the coal pit, we move to the village bakery, where we have the dirt oven and all whatever you think could be made in the dirt oven, your tart, your pone, your sweet bread, your bread, your coconut drops, all these things are made in the dirt oven, and there are a number of ladies there working from the day before, baking bread and baking all these pastries to present and for sale. We will have fry fish and bread or bake as well on sale at that spot.
And when you think it's over there, there's still a night time.
It's not. The day continues, Mr. Skeet. The trek continues on to the saw pit, where we would show you and demonstrate to you how we would produce wood or lumber to make furniture, your bed, and your, so on long ago. Right alongside that, there is the batty mill, where we would demonstrate the squeezing of the cane, the sugar cane, to make sugar and so on. After there, we would come to the main area, where you can rest and have lunch. The Charlotte Heritage Group would be preparing a lumptious meals, kong tea, pong plantain, crab, you name it. And we have a well-stocked bar, and there is where you can relax, rejuvenate, and we will entertain you. We have a lanyard up there for you, where our young people is special. They are so special to us that they will be singing, dancing. We have a skit there as well. Long before, we used to have a night show, but we cut that out and we try to put everything during the day so that people can enjoy the day's activity. You can take a sea bath. We used to have the treasure hunt long ago, but financial times would have incurred and we could not continue that. But rest assured, for years to come, it will come back. But that main area, we have a treat for you, singing, dancing, drama, you name it. You will be entertained. Come to Charlottesville on Monday, the 24th, Monday.
Excellent. Takesha, as secretary, I know there's that general spirit of commitment. Everybody that I know from Charlottesville, Karen, Rhea, and the full lineup, Auntie Annette, all in the mix. That spirit and that commitment to Charlottesville. Remind our viewers before we close this interview today, why is this a must-attend event on Monday?
Charlottesville Natural Treasures Day. It's the best on the heritage calendar. Come out, support, enjoy yourself, bring your friends. Don't forget to come early because parking will be a problem. So once you get in early, there is no issue for you. Come, enjoy yourself, and let's have a grand time. Learn the traditions of yesteryear.
All right. And I'd probably just add in, as Auntie Annette would say, don't be afraid to stay. So you could spend the entire day and stay till the next day as well.
We have bed, blow up bed. We will fix that.
All right. Thank you very much again, Karen Eastman and Takesha Charles, for joining us here on set this morning, representing the Charlottesville Heritage Performers as we speak Natural Treasures Day 2023 that takes place this Monday from 9 a.m. and they're going right down. And you've just been reminded to ensure that you get up there early to ensure the full day's proceedings. Thank you very much again for joining us on set here this morning. And viewers, we want to remind you that this is your opportunity, and let me invite Charlottesville to join me in this. This is your opportunity to share the live,
share the live, share the live.